So, so the fourth category is societal sustainability. This is the fourth. It will be the fourth webinar in the series in January, and the example that we'd like to use here is eBay. So eBay has 88 million customers worldwide. People trade goods and goods worldwide. Piero Midiar, the founder of eBay, who I used to work for, has said that eBay is a social venture because it builds trust among strangers. And that's a fascinating insight because for a marketplace to work, it has to be trustworthy, have transparency, but also work for the producer as well as the consumer. So eBay has a for-profit business unit that has two ventures in it, and we'll describe both. Worldofgood.com, which started off as an independent venture and now is part of eBay, essentially facilitates economic empowerment among producers of artisan goods. So the producers receive 75% of the retail value, which is not always the case if you buy something in a store here in the U.S., say even at Whole Foods, or while you're traveling. What they're trying to do is reinvent the whole supply chain around artisan goods, and to be able to certify them, as you see on the right-hand side, to not only be people positive but eco-positive, animal friendly, and support. So the revenues are not shared here, but they are targeting the $65 billion a year gift industry. And eBay has woven this new product line into their existing distribution. One of the other ventures in the eBay for-profit business unit is Microplace. So if you're familiar with microloans and with the Grameen Bank, this is a version of microfinancing. It's sort of a for-profit version of Kiva. Again, connecting the 88 million customers, not only of eBay, but of PayPal and Skype, and facilitating these microloans. So what Microplace is a broker-dealer, so they've registered with the SEC, and they will, you can invest in a microloan at Microplace. You can pick what financial return you'd like. The returns are up to about 3%. And then you can pick what impacts are important to you. So it could be women-focused, rural-focused, ecological goods and products. So it's a really transformational way to put your money to work. And both of these units really are transforming society at the producer level as well as at the consumer level. And so that'll be a focus of our fourth webinar there. The other thing that's happening in the value chain is companies like Starbucks and Whole Foods are creating financial vehicles for farmers to tap into and improve their agricultural efficiency and the level of their organic approach. So Starbucks is running it out of their corporate treasury. It's an investment in root capital, which you saw on the previous page. Whole Foods has a $10 million low-interest loan fund. So this ends up becoming for farmers which have quite volatile economics, this allows them some stability in the financial markets. It allows the ability for them to increase their relationship with Whole Foods. And to build up their own economic foundation. So again, in terms of knowing it, planning it, doing it, from a company perspective, knowing what the issues are in your supply chain, having enough visibility, talking to the suppliers in your supply chain, and even having ratings on how you select them. That becomes part of the process, and for analyzing opportunities to create gain and good, as Tara likes to talk about, or for human impact and profit, and that the do it is to be as transparent about this as possible. So if you look at Nike and Hewlett Packard and what you'll see listed in their corporate reporting is their entire supply chain, the locations of that supply chain, and sometimes even what they're creating from that manufacturing supply chain. Just to answer a question on the Whole Foods, the last available information was that the $10 million fund was in total fund. It's a pilot fund. It is not per farmer. But as that continues to be successful, they're hoping to be the anchor partner for that financial pool.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Paul. This has been a great discussion also from the group. I appreciate everybody's questions and comments. And if you want to know more, we have some, as we've been talking about, some more information coming up in the rest of the webinar series. We'll be taking a deeper dive into some case studies with some guest speakers, definitely focusing more on identifying and tracking the right metrics, as many of you asked questions about metrics today and also in the survey. We'll be taking a look again at benchmarking some of the leaders and talking a little bit more in detail about the Know It, Plan It, Do It. And hopefully by the end of those sessions, you'll really have a good handle on how to generate profits through sustainability.
And as Ankush has asked here, is it about the is it about the practices, the investments, or the expertise? It's about all of them. And the important thing to understand is, in some cases it might be about changing out your fleet, like we saw earlier with American Airlines and FedEx and UPS. But many times there are things that you can do today that have a very short return on investment, that from time to time you might even consider not even writing the project description for in getting the CFO or controller to sign off on it. And that if you can show that it's a positive ROI, you don't really need to talk about the eco benefits as much, because you'll get them at the same time. So as we look forward to our cash and carbon, trash to cash, positive procurement, societal sustainability, we hope you'll join us for those. And as you move forward, to the extent that you need help or assistance in terms of consulting, investment advice, or investment products, we're here to help you as well.
So yes, just thank you very much for joining us today. Any other comments or questions? We have a couple of minutes left to take them. I see we have some people say, yes, are we posting the webinar online? We're certainly going to do that, attempt to do that.
Yes, the webinar has been recorded, so it may get chopped into different sections to meet the YouTube limit. Are there other questions?
Okay, well, if there are no other questions, you certainly also have our email addresses here and our phone numbers. If you have questions that you think about afterwards, please feel free to contact us. Just again, thank you very much for participating today, and we hope to see many of you back in the series of the webinars. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much on behalf of SureGround Solutions and HIP Investor, and we look forward to continuing to be in touch. So appreciate your time.
Thank you.